What's up? Good evening, good morning, good all that shit. How's it crackling? Welcome to Denoted. Sorry for the delay. I've been busy. Same as Session said, I've been busy with work. Happy to see everyone. It's kind of hard finding time for the schedule now, so I'm going to try and make it work when I can, and fill out new episodes when I can. I do have some pretty good news. I do have the new TPA on the way. So that's berry chew square, berry jams, bubblegum pink, Fuji apple, gummy fruity gushy, lemon candy, lemon slice, mango sweet, orange tangy, peach gummy candy, pineapple fresh, raspberry wrap, strawberry fresh, strawberry splash, stevia, tangerine, watermelon juice, watermelon sour candy. So that will be here probably before Monday, I'm guessing. So shout out to BCF on the quick shipping. That would be shortly. If you want to help fund, you can always join my Patreon, which has several tiers all the way 5 to stupid amounts, which I just did for shits and giggles, but there's a simple 5 a month. But yeah, that's that. As you know, there is an ELR giveaway for the Hucks. So, it's pinned now, so perfect. So, Huckleberry Dessert is the September mix-along. If you're watching a replay, yada yada yada, you can see it right there. And then, yeah, TMA will be doing the final Captain Crunch after this episode. I will make the video, or not the video, just the thumbnail for next week, and then we'll end. I plan on making this last an hour, so let's see how we do. We're over at BCF. You can also get the flavor pack as well. I guess we'll start from the bottom to the top. All right. Yep, Natural Mint is the first one up. So, right there, Natural Mint. I did the mints. I'll be honest, the mints and menthols, I was a little bit afraid, so I did 0.5s with them, okay? I did 0.5s. Now, the menthol mist, I tried at 1% because I was like, we'll get into that. But the Natural Mint flavor is pretty good. Out of the 3 mints, it was my favorite. It's just a nice leafy mint. That's what I got at 0.5. I felt at 0.5 that was sufficient enough. I'm curious to see how it would do in a mix, if it's going to be weak, if it's going to be strong. I want to compare it to the legendary SSA mints, which have been holding up the last year or two. It didn't have any overly sweetness, but it had like a nice kind of mild sweetness. It screamed candy or gummy to me, but nothing in it matched, because I did get a little bit of like kind of leafy note in there. But it definitely reminded me of like, gum or whatever. I enjoyed it. It was nice and crisp. Off the shake, all 3 are kind of rough, to say the least. But after, I would say, 3 days for all of them, they kind of mellow out. For all the menthol tonight, or coolada, after about 3 days, it cools out. For me, I like cold, but not like super duper cold. So this was nice. I liked it. The coolada in it for me was, it's kind of hard to say, because compared to the other, like, 3, I would say it was one of the least. But also around this time, I felt like I was getting numb, but I felt like there wasn't too much coolada in this one. I mean, I felt like there was some, but I felt like it was more of a menthol, or like obviously, but it was cold nonetheless, especially off the shake. All three are very cold or harsh, but I did enjoy it. Nothing wrong with it. Do I think it's better than SSA? Honestly, I don't know, because I think. Oh, Sam, I just started. I honestly think like the SSA, so like they've been tested in recipes and all that. Whereas I haven't gotten around to the natural mint. Now, if it does significantly better in mixes, then I think it's better. But I think at the end of the day, I think they're gonna be like, yellow cakes. Like there's about three of them, and anyone could be number one. So that's how I view it. So I don't think you have to rush out to get it. If you already got SSA, but I think in the future, looking to get into it, and comparing it, I think they're definitely enjoyable as single flavor tests. So cucumber melon, I actually got a mix that I'm on the shake and vape of. So cucumber, I got the warnings. So I was lucky enough. They said something like 0.25. I did 0.5 for this one as well, just because I wanted to push it. I know like 1% is way more than enough, and they recommend like 0.25 or something. Um, I think it's my favorite, just regular cucumber, but then it of course has a cold effect in there. Now I did have a cucumber from Inawera, which was also good. That one, from my memory, I can't find it to compare it, but from my memory, it was significantly more cold, if you could think of that being possible. This one has a nice for me. Now, once again, I think I have somewhat of a tolerance. I would say on a scale of 0 to ice baby, I'm definitely at like a 5 or a 6. You know what I'm saying? Um, this one felt kind of mild, colada in there. I didn't get like a menthol whatsoever, but just kind of a chilling effect. I got the rind, or the skin of the cucumber, as well as the flesh. I didn't get any density, as much as it was more like a fresca, or like some kind of drink, you know what I mean? Without like any additional support of like lemons or anything. But it felt kind of like cucumber, cold cucumber water. And that sounds terrible, I know, but I've enjoyed it. This one I actually did in a mix. Obviously, I did it with cactus. To me, that screamed out cactus for me. Let me zoom in a little bit. Maybe can you see better? Oh, but I'm in the way. Right there. I think that should do it. Close enough. Who cares? The percentages never matter. Okay, I'm just kidding. They do. There, you can see the percentages there. Nope, my face is in the way. Zoop. There you go. So take a quick gander, because I'm not going to go back and forth. There you go. Okay, you got enough. It's not like I'm not fucking Picasso. It's not that great. Hey Brett, thanks for joining. Thanks for everyone joining. Mike, Session, Sam, who else? Who else was there? Brett. That's it. Linda. Linda's busy though. So I did cactus at 3. I did cucumber at 0.25. Red grapefruit at 2. Thai at 2. I'm not going to talk about red grapefruit yet, but it just was screaming cucumber. Was screaming cactus to me. And then I did some research, and I found out that grapefruits go very well, apparently, with cucumbers. I don't know. I don't like them in real life. I like cucumbers in real life, but not grapefruit. Anyways, I added the Thai pineapple in there because I felt like a very somewhat unique Thai pineapple would be a good fit in there. And it's tasty off the shake, 24 hours or whatever it's been. I've enjoying it. It's simple, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I've enjoyed it, and it showed up at 0.25 in the mix. So that's why I was kind of curious to see how it would do, how much it would show up at 0.25 in the mix when I would get cucumber. And yeah, the cucumber definitely melds or molds with the cactus like I thought it would. Like it's just kind of mint for it, and it kind of gives like the cactus a little bit more depth. And then the pineapple, of course, adds some. Doesn't make it boring, but I figured pineapple, why not? You know me. And then the grapefruit, I won't talk about how it tastes, but adding a grapefruit in there was definitely a great addition. Now I like this one. It's super expensive. 30 milliliters are 32. But you only have to use 0.25. As I said, 0.25 in a mix showed up well enough. I think if I tone down the cactus, which I don't like to do, but if I tone down the cactus, um, it would probably be easier to show up even at 0.15. The reason why I'm using 3% cactus is I don't know if I've grown a tolerance or if my batch is just getting weaker. I don't know. I think I got a tolerance because 3% is like fine for me. Like, I almost want to push it more, but I feel like that might hurt people. And I don't want to do that. But anyways, this is a good one. Like I said, I would definitely wait for some kind of sale to get this one. Like, do you want a cucumber? Oh, and just I didn't go over it enough. The coolant on this is, in my opinion, it's very mellow. It is there, like on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's probably in like the 3 to 4 range. So I don't know how cold it will be. I will say this, it's gonna be cold. How cold it is kind of your tolerance, but for me, it was delightful. I enjoyed it. I added to that recipe, and I would add more Coolada, honestly. Um, so next is lemon lime soda. I'm confused as well. I love cactus, but anyways, lemon lime soda. I mean, you want to know, and I'm just gonna tell you, no, it doesn't. So you can just skip ahead to the next flavor. If Eddie did the timestamp, shout out to Eddie. That's crazy. It's not worth it, Brett. Well, I mean, if you want it for like 3 lifetimes. But yeah, lemon lime soda doesn't have the soda fizziness that you want, the carbonation that you would want, or what you would expect. Of course, that is super hard to do. I would really love to mix this with fizzy sherbet just because I love mixing fizzy sherbet with soda. It just seems to, on my palate, do very well. But this is missing that soda aspect. It has a delicious lemon lime kind of, juice. Shocker. But then the soda, it's not there. I know it's asking for it, so I'm very curious to see how it would do with like maybe Capella Fizz Pop, which sometimes does well, or Fizzy Sherbet, as I said, or maybe adding it to another soda. But yeah, I mean, nothing's wrong with Cactus. Cactus is amazing. I mean, Cactus would go with this. But yeah, I like this flavor. I did this one, I think, at 1 and 2%. It's definitely, I think its sweet spot is in the 1.25 to 1.5 range. I didn't notice too much of a change from 1 to 2 to like justify going to 2. It seemed like somewhere it might tap out. A little harsh off the shake, as all Flavorah sodas are. The first 3 days, it was still a little harsh. After 3 days, off the shake, not too bad. And then after 10 days, it's perfectly, I wouldn't say mellow, but it's not as rough. I enjoy it, but like, I want to see how it does in mixes, and I want to like see where its place is, because like we have so many other kind of lemon lime sodas that, I mean, I don't know, even the citrus one. We'll see. It's good though. Now, Fruit Fusion is another one that I made a recipe for tonight. Well, not for tonight, but I made it. It is WS23 at 0.5, Double Apple Capella at 2, Fruit Fusion at 1.25, Grape SE FE at 2, and Watermelon Canada SCWF, Wonder Flavors at 2. Yeah, this one I've been doing, besides this cucumber mix, I've been doing it for the last, like, what is it? Since then, what is it? 8 days. I've enjoyed it. Now, off the shake, of course, it's very rough, but then after 3 days, it mellows out. It's great. I would boost a lot of these percentages. I wanted to see how Fruit Fusion would do with just a simple kind of laid out mellow, but I think I would probably boost all these point 0.5 to 1 minus the WS23. Uh, but we'll see. Uh, so Fruit Fusion, what I get out of it is grapes and like red currants or like uh blackberry, like the skin of a blackberry or the tartness of a blackberry. On here, I think they say some about a blend of red fruits and then some grape in the forefront. And then they said a candied style profile with the forward sweetness and slight cooling at the end. To me, this was more, I wouldn't say candied, more like an ocean spray juice or whatever that's called. Like a not super healthy, but more on the healthy side juice. Grape is definitely in the forefront. What I get is like a red grape, or yeah, like a red grape, but the sweetness of like a yellow or green grape, which was really unique. It didn't scream candied grape to me. It just kind of screamed like grape juice, grape juice, but natural kind of. And then the red currant, or like the tartness of the blackberry that I was getting, was kind of at the after, kind of the tail end, almost kind of like the it reminded me a little bit of wine, but not in a bad way, but like kind of that tartness and a slight astringency that you get. Hey, Toonie, thanks for joining, Rocky. Um, and I enjoyed it. Specifically, like I wanted to like find. I was like, I saw a lot of people talking shit about this, and I was like, it's not that bad. I went back and retried it. And I was like, this is pretty good. Like I'm gonna mix with it and see, and then make a judge. And so I was mixing with it while testing it again and again, and I enjoyed it. I did the most at 2. I felt that 1.25 and 1.5 are kind of its sweet spot. Around 2, it just seems to kind of become, plateaued. Uh, the ice and cooling effect, which I haven't talked about, is a lot stronger in my opinion than cool cumber. Maybe not a lot stronger, but maybe like 20% stronger. At least in my opinion, I guess double. I guess. Um, the thing about it is the cool definitely staggers in the steep. After 3 days, it's not as harsh, and then after 7 days, it's kind of, you don't even notice it. So it's one of those things I've enjoyed, but it's such a niche thing. Like, one, you need to have a tartness or a skin like note in there, quote unquote off note. It's not an off note, but like background note. And then you have to have like a juicy, slightly natural. Like, if I see they said candied, I would say it's probably like 85% natural, and then the rest may be candy, because it's got that sweetness of a green grape. It's not as sweet as like a purple or a red grape. Definitely a red grape, I mean. uh, but yeah, I enjoyed it. But it's like very specific. Like, you have, like, I don't know why they made it, because I'm grateful for it because I like it. Um, but it's such a, like, you need grape, you need that skin note in there, which could be a currant to you, maybe a some kind of berry to you, and then you need the ice in there. So it's like a trio that is not for everyone, but thank you, Flavorah, it's for me. Right, let's see. What is next? Mango Tango, Mango Tang. I don't know what is, like, who knew Seattle or Washington State had some freaking mango? Like, I didn't know they go hard out there, but apparently, I mean, they're 4 for 4. Oh, Mike asked about the fruit fusion. Daniel, as the coolant fades, does the fruit fade bad? I wouldn't say bad, but it definitely fades a little bit, you know. I wouldn't say significantly. I would say that you might notice it. Uh, like in the mix at 1.25, I think this one. No, I don't think it fades as much as kind of just molds into one unique flavor, which is like sucralose, grape, and like the skin kind of fades away at the tail end. Like it's more like almost like your breath, like your it sticks to your tongue afterwards. It's not even there. Comparison uh, after 7 days, but the grape is still there. It's holding up against the apple. There is some kind of currents or whatever in there, but like I said, it's gone. It's more like your breath. Um, Easily you could fix that though. I think by maybe boosting it up to 1.5 and adding more of a grape to it. You know, like I said, um, I would boost those percentages to begin with, but I think 1.5 to 1.2 is the sweet spot for fruit fusion. We've been talking about fruit fusion, but now on to mango tang. Now, did anyone mention? There's no mention of tang here, right? Like the drink, right? Okay, all right, good. Because like I was searching and searching, I'm like, there's tang in here. There's tang in here. I don't think there's a tang in here. I think there's some kind of tang, but I don't think it's the monkey tang. You know, do you remember the monkey? Man, I hate Tang, right? But that commercial, oh, you know I bought it just because of that and never got it again. But I did enjoy the commercial. 90s commercials, just another level. But anyways, Flavorah has some kind of hidden link into the mango community because honestly, like the OG mango is my favorite, and then they did sweet, which I really liked, and then ripe was pretty good. I like it, but sweet and OG mango are my favorite. And so I was like, they're not gonna do it. You know, it's just kind of BS. This one's great. It's like almost a nectar, but not. It's very juicy. It's very sweet. It's very full. I did this one at 1%. I feel like I could go up. I feel like in a mix, maybe 1% would show up, but I feel like maybe in a mix you could push it. I don't know. I haven't mixed with it yet. Trust me, I want to do it soon. I was gonna mix with it, but I was like, bro, that's cliche that I get this and I immediately mix with the mango. Like, I'm doing it with TPA's pineapples though, or watermelons as well. But I digress. I haven't mixed with it yet. I will get to it. It might be one of the best mangoes based off how it mixes. Uh, it's overall really good. It even has, I feel like ripe and sweet are bassy and bottom notes, and then OG mango is top notes galore. Like basically, it's perfect for that. I feel like this is like kind of the complete mango from Flavorah. I can't tell you what kind of mango is. All I know is when I want to bite into a mango, this is the kind of mango I want it to be and what I want it to taste like. This one has no culotta or anything. There's no, at least from what I get, there's no tang, no citrus, no lemon, no nothing. You're just getting a pure mango. I get the lightest green note, but so light, just it's part of the mango flavor versus the green note that you would get in shisha mango, where it's very prominent. This is just, I, I don't know. I don't know how much more I can say. This is one of my favorite flavors, just off the single flavor test, which excites me for the any kind of mix I create with it. Um, it's good, but it's a mango. It's a mango. I don't know what to tell you. It's delicious, juicy, no off notes. I don't I don't know. I mean it's I don't want to say it's a virtually a perfect flavor, but if it does in uh recipes what OG mango can't and what the others can, which is they either fade or they have no top notes or they have no bottom notes. If it does and mixes what the others can't, it doesn't fade, it holds up, and if it's not too prominent in mixes like say Wonder Flavors or FA, and it can blend a lot easier, this might be easily a top three, top five mango for me. For me. Um, but it depends upon the mixes. As of right now, just as a single flavor test, without a doubt, it's a top 10 mango, I think. Um, yeah. What's next, babes? The Hucks. Well, Huckleberry. There, this release was, you know, in my opinion, I enjoyed it overall. Um, I wouldn't, say rush and go get it, for all of them, but the mango and this one, Huckleberry, I think are definitely, musts for the avid mixer. I think Huckleberry, I like all the Huckleberries. We've done the oddball berry, and we did something for Noted DX. Um, I did this one at one. I felt like I was good and fine. You get a full blown huckleberry. Now, I've never had a huckleberry in real life besides, I think I've had huckleberry jam. Hey, Poppy. I'm excited I got it on the way. I don't know how you beat me to it. Where'd you get yours? I ordered from BCF as soon as it was available, at least from what I thought. Um, but yeah, back to Huckleberry. This is the best Huckleberry. It's I've never had a real Huckleberry, but overall, I just like the flavor the most. It's a vibrant purplish blue berry flavor. Um, Full body. I mean, this is just begging to be added to grapes, blueberries, any kind of berry will do great with this. Um, Slightly jammy, no off notes, not dry. Um, Maybe a little bit of tartness or like skin on there, natural kind of green note that I don't know about because I've never had a real huckleberry, but this just feels like a natural, great huckleberry, maybe with a few smashed to make kind of a jam aspect. Um, I like it. You know, I enjoy Flavor West. VSO was pretty good. Flavor West, I love. I don't know why people don't like it. Um, but I enjoyed this. I don't have much to say. This is another one where you definitely have to mix with it to see how it does. But I mean, it's the best huckleberry. It's just got this beautiful, beautiful tart. Are you trying to say tart? There's tart in real life. Okay, good. No, I don't think they messed this one up. I mean, like I said, I've never had it in real life to compare it, but compared to what is it, Flavor West and VSO, it's definitely the best. And I mean, it's 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 not the hardest competition, but Flavor West is amazing. VSO is really good as well. VSO is more of like an additive and a booster to the blueberry, whereas Flavor West is more of like a bassy kind of huckleberry. But I also think people get some astringent off notes or like chocolate notes from Flavor West. There's some people that don't like Flavor West. This one gives me no off notes. It's just natural, sweet huckleberry, jammy, slightly jammy. And I enjoyed it. And like I said, 1% was all I needed. So I'm curious to see like 0.75 in a mix, 1.25 in a mix, see how it does. Um, yeah, if you've eaten real huckleberries, please compare the huckleberries to the others. Oh, I didn't even know Medicine Flower had a huckleberry. I mean, I wouldn't know. Send me some and I'll try it. By the way, I made a mix with the yellow mango Dumay, uh, and I think the mangoes from Dumay are just significantly better in mixes than single flavor test. Um, I did it at point 0.5 per Fiddy's requests or recommendations, but I think I want to bump it up to point 0.7. Yellow mango, I think it was yellow mango, right? Is pretty tasty. But yeah, huckleberry, love it. Not much to say. Like I don't know, the huckleberries are just fucking dark grapes, dark blueberries, something like that. Rainbow sherbet, rainbow sherbet, rainbow sherbet. All right, rainbow sherbet. I did at 1% and then did at 2% because I felt like I could use a little bit more. Now, there's the only rainbow sherbet that I can remember that I liked was Liquid Barnes, but you had to get around this harshness. Uh, but it had no depth problem. With this one, it just lacked a lot of depth and basiness that I would expect at one, and like I wanted more, so I put it up to two. And even at two, I was like, man, this might be a three. You know, I wouldn't say a four, but I feel like anywhere from 2 to 3 might be its sweet spot. Maybe I'm just crazy with sherbets. I don't know. Uh, I get a sherbet, pretty good sherbet out of it. Uh, Pretty much for me and my palate, it's like a liquid barn, but toned down without the harshness. And a liquid barn tastes exactly like rainbow sherbet to me, at least. So I mean, it tastes like rainbow sherbet. I'm curious to see how far I could push it. Uh, I didn't really want to push it more than 2%. I just kind of felt like the flavor was gonna max out or just kind of get into some that I don't want it to. Uh, no off notes. Just lacking the body and depth. Like I said, like I wanted more. I wanted a punch, and I just got slapped. Wait. Yeah, well, I mean that makes sense. That's basically what happened. Um, Kind of like you chew into one of those candies or those chocolates, and you get a fruit in it, and you're like, man, this sucks. But at least it's chocolate. This is kind of like that. I don't know how that analogy worked here whatsoever. In fact, ignore the last 30 seconds probably. But rainbow sherbet, decent, good, makes me want more. Makes me regret picking the orange freaking chocolate. Which, by the way, that's disgusting. Those full blown oranges. I remember one time I just wanted chocolate and all I had was that orange chocolate and I ate it. And I ate it and it was okay. But orange chocolate, I mean, that should be punishable. At least a fine. All right, let's get it. The menthol mist. So I got. Let's play a game, guys. Oh wait, no. Okay, I thought I was losing my mind. Okay, good. We'll play that game shortly. I had to find the bottles just to do it again. So menthol mist. I did at point 0.5. This one is the coldest of the bunch. I mean, I don't know. It's not really misty. It's more like a downpour. Uh, I like it. I like it. I think point 0.5 is kind of a good um, WS23 kind of base. I still at point 0.5 after it kind of settled down. I still think I would like probably do like this at a 1-to-1, not maybe not a 1-to-1 ratio, but like a 0.25, a point 0.5 ratio with WS23 just to kind of fill it out more. But it's really good. Has a little bit cold on the top, but at the bottom it is cold. The mint is in there. Of course, it's a nice normal leafy mint, natural mint, not really candied. But this is so cold, you feel like you have mouthwash, kind of deal off the shake. Uh, after, I mean, 3 days, it was still kind of pretty cold, but I would say uh, I would assume probably around like day 7 is where it just kind of mellowed out. Uh, I didn't try it for a couple days because I'll be honest, man. I like cold, but trying these flavors and half of them are cold, and and then there's a tobacco in the mix, and you're like, I can taste the. Apparently, I can't feel my hands, but I can taste the whole thing. Uh, yeah, this one. What the hell are you gonna say? It's menthol mist? Okay. Was there anything? Yeah, it's with the touch of mint. Yeah, it has a touch. I mean, it's in there. It's not like super prevalent, but it's in there. It's mostly cold. Damn, we only have 4. All right, so fresh watermelon. People are gonna love this and people are gonna hate this. Now, if you don't like honeydew, you're not gonna like this. Um, I get what 60% watermelon, 40% honeydew. Honeydew is prominent in there. It's noticeable for me. Um, I didn't get any cantaloupe. So this is kind of like you started to make wild melon and just messed up the recipe. You're like, God damn it. I I forgot the cantaloupe, boss. I don't know what to do. I just sent it fresh watermelon. And I don't want to complain because I like it. I like it. I mean, spoiler Wonder Flavors Canadian was better, but this one is good in its own realm. I mean, if you're already bridging the gap of honeydew, which you're typically going to do anyways with all melons, you kind of typically put them together, then that's fine. Now, the watermelon that you do get in it is delicious. It's like, internal watermelon, the internals, what the internals? The internals of the watermelon. But you get no rind. Yay. Or maybe the rind is the honeydew, which, by the way, in a perfect world, I think that's what, the rind. What did I say? I didn't say wild melon, but I enjoy it. It's fine. It's great. It's a good flavor. It should be fresh watermelon, with some honeydew chunks or something like that. Um, Maybe that's just my palate. I think I saw someone else get cantaloupe out of it. I didn't get any cantaloupe. I didn't get any rind, but it's definitely like maybe 60 to 70% watermelon, and the rest is honeydew. The honeydew in it is very green, very juicy, very chunky, thicky. It's the good part of the honeydew. I'm not complaining about that. And the same thing, it's kind of like you took honeydew and watermelon, the guts, the internals. Remember, that's look it up, dictionary. It's the internals, and you just mush them up in a bowl at a 60-40 ratio. That's pretty much what it's like for me. Uh, it's delicious in that realm. I just was hoping that it would be, kind of like an FU cap kind of thing, kind of a double watermelon, fresh watermelon, some. Um, I I like it. I just want a freaking watermelon. Just a watermelon. TPA, give me the watermelon. You have 2. Uh, but yeah, um, it's good, but like, just beware of that honeydew. No off notes, just besides the honeydew. All right, so Ligero leaf. So let's look up what Ligero is definition. Ligero leaf is a type of tobacco leaf found near the top of each tobacco plant, slower to mature than the seco and the viso leaves found in the middle of the plant, or easy burning velato leaves at the bottom. Ligero leaves are characterized by a coarse texture and produce smoke with a potent, spicy taste. Ligero leaf is selected for the manufacture of heavy, full-body cigars, being rolled at the very center of the filler bundle, owing to its slow burning nature. Alright, so that's Ligero leaf. What did they say here? Get lost in the aromas from the smooth, earthy, and complex style flavor. This lovely, well balanced flavor offers sweetness with just the right amount of smokiness to give you a truly unique taste. So, uh, this is similar to mild tobacco, not as sweet, but you're looking, and the flavors are, different, but you're looking at a pipe tobacco. It said cigar and all that, but what I get from it is a kind of, a bold, uh, sweet, on the sweeter end, uh, pipe tobacco. Very little like Madagascar vanilla in there, super dark, dark, dark vanilla, and just like the spices, not even like good stuff of vanilla. Well, I guess that's good stuff. Um, you get a little bit of the normal graham cracker and all that. I don't get much grassiness out of it. I don't get much, um, like any kind of cigar aspect, like any kind of wrap or secco, none of that. I uh I get the no overly dryness. Um there's a little bit of kind of a nut in there, but maybe like a nut skin. Um there's no caramel. There's no true vanilla beyond that spice in there. Um It's not like I said, like, it's very similar to mild tobacco in the realm of tobacco. It's a sweeter pipe tobacco. It's not gonna be savory, salty, scary. I think this is a very friendly tobacco. I think it's like almost like an RY4, but like kind of in its own way. As I said to Sam and Linda, it reminds me of kind of like RY4 Castle from Chefs back in the day. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that. I enjoy it. I did it at 1%. Uh, I felt like that might have been a little bit too much as a single flavor test. I think in a mix, you want to aim for a zero point 0.5 to 1.5 in the range. Depends upon how much you want in there. Um, oh, and I forgot that I don't get any smoky or ashiness out of it. That might be me, and like I'm so used to it. So like, if someone else not used to it would get it, but I didn't get any of that. Like any ash, any smokiness, none of that. No, RY Castle. RY Castle was what it was called, I believe. RY Castle Chefs, not Noms, Chefs. Noms didn't bring this one back. They also had something like gold tobacco and pop tobacco, something like that. But anyways, this is a really good flavor. Like I said, in the realm of the mild tobacco versus like the Cavendishes and the sweet and smoky, like it's more of like a RY4 realm where you can kind of make some really, really sweet with this. That's what I think. I knew people were gonna get ashy and like smoky out of it, but I didn't get anything abnormal that I noticed it. I guess it was just there. Maybe the smokiness, but no ash whatsoever. No ash. 100% no ash. All right. So, oh, whoops, sorry. Second to last one. Uh, red grapefruit. I did this one at 1 and 2%, as you saw in the mix earlier. I have it in the mix at 2. Uh, yep. And I think you can even push it up to 3. Uh, I was very harsh on this because my favorite grapefruit is grapefruit blend. We did grapefruit last week. We went over it. Um, this is really good. It's just lacking that potency. If you want to, I won't go over it too long. If you want to see more of it, just go watch the grapefruit episode. Uh, but it's good. But you got to turn it up and honestly just get grapefruit blend and then get ruby red and then watch next week's episode and then you know whatever. All right, folks. Now I'm going to show you. I pulled out. I'm going to show you 2 bottles. All right, 2 bottles. All right. And I want you to guess which one is Ligero leaf. Okay? 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 Which one is Ligero leaf? Now, these are clear bottles, so that's white, right? Okay. All right. So, no cuts like I could cut. This is my garden mint, and this is my Ligero. I don't know what happened. Mine's is, I don't see no green. I haven't put it under light, but it's dark. Is anyone else's dark? Yours is green. What are we? Well, you got it right, I think. Either way, you didn't get it right because that's just, yeah. Yeah, well, Ligero should be that dark. It's a, nets typically. But yeah, that is, that is my garden mint. Um, and so I was really scared. Okay, yours is dark. Okay. I was really scared. And then I asked Linda and Sam, and they're like, mine's is, gold. And I'm like, well, mine's is tar. Mine's is tar. Mine's is not dark. Mine's is you can't find it if you dropped it on the ground in the dark. That's dark, okay? There's no reflection, okay? The source of light, a void of light. I don't fucking. But anyways, garden mint. It's good. It's good mint. Nice. I did this at point 0.5. Like I said, I was a sissy. Once again, kind of mellow on the colada. The mist, the cucumber, and the fusion are colder, whereas the two mints are they're cold. Don't get me wrong, but they're a lot more mellow and tame. I think a lot easier to mix with in the future, just because of how they are chilled. National extracted tobacco. I mean, they have to have some kind of extraction in there. I'm assuming to give it that dark color as well as some of the flavors in it. Uh, I'm just assuming. I'm assuming my garden mint got oxidized and that's why it got dark, which happens. But it tasted fine at point 0.5. I didn't feel any kind of like muted or kind of jadedness from it being dark, so I thought it was fine. Uh, mm, I like the natural mint the best. I just think it's well, I like both of them, but I'm just scared of the color. So I like the natural mint better because whatever. But this was good. Um, it's definitely like it's like eating Kalamata owls. It's refreshing on the palate instantly. You don't talk to anyone while you're after using this because you're gonna spit in their face while but it's good. Nothing really more to say except that color thing really worries me. A natural leafy mint, no candied or anything. Um, delicious. I enjoyed it. Nothing to it. Summertime creation. It is screaming like out of the bunch. The garden mint screams mojito to me. I don't know why, but it just screams mojito. Take that as you will. Now, gotta make a top 3 for y'all. Gotta make a top 3 for y'all. First off, I'm gonna put 3. I'm gonna put Fruit Fusion. Shout out to my FFs. You know what I'm saying? I know there's like 2 or 3 of you out there. I see you, you grapes. I love grapes too. Yeah, I see you. You like grapes too? That's why I mixed it because I was like, I like grapes. Why not? Fruit Fusion number 3. Just for the simple fact that you guys don't love it. Rude. Uh, I would put cool cucumber like 4. I gotta do top 5. Fuck y'all. Natural mint 5. Cool cucumber 4. Fruit Fusion FF 3. Huckle huckleberry. 2, mango number 1. I mean, if we're looking at like huckleberry is the number 1 huckleberry, so that could easily be number 1 just for that simple fact. Mango Tang, I don't. It's in the top 3 at least. I don't know, but Mango Tang was just like, yeah, smack me. But I mean, what? Uh, yeah, and I would say that the only one I didn't really like, um, Garden Mint, eh. Menthol Mist was like okay, whatever. I mean, none of them I hated. The sherbet was the one that I felt was like lacking the most. But none of them I hated, which is nice. So there's that. That's that. That was pretty easy. Kinda took a while. I'm gonna take even longer for this TPA. Hey, what's up, Devi and Jay? Fusion was fine by me, man. I know it's essentially it's not. I don't want to say a one shot, but like you're already. I mean, you could technically solo it. It's 3 flavors or whatever. Not well, 2 flavors. Well, I mean, some people got what I think apple or something out of it. I didn't get much apple out of it. I didn't get any apple out of it. Maybe the skin of an apple, like the tart skin of an apple. Why am I doing this to make an apple? Feels really good on the wrist. Oh, that needs a crack. Um, it's just me, man. It's just me. I don't even know why he called it a show. But yeah, that's that. I'll do Wonder Flavors in like a couple weeks. I mean, if you guys have ideas for a show, let me know. I maybe might do like a pod specialty fucking episode next week, but uh, there's no more episodes. So really, it's just like new flavors and then support my friends and then I don't know. I'll do, I guess, just mix it. Well, thank you for that, Brett. And you're a little late, but don't worry, you can watch the replay. And then usually there's a lovely gentleman called Eddie, and he does the timestamps, usually in a day or two, so you can watch back later. But yeah, if you have an idea for an episode, put it in the comments later to to let me know because I got nothing else besides random ideas, which basically would be just talking shit about flavors. An alien watches 2 monkeys on computer while taking notes. Give it to me, AI. Yeah, but how's everyone doing? TPA Honey episode? I mean, I don't know. I'm doing the pod episode because a lot of people want that. Uh, I don't know, man. Like, it would be easier to get this ship going. You know what I mean? But it takes a lot of effort, and I expect that. Well, it takes a lot of time, y'all. You understand? Like to make it in this realm in any kind of social media, it takes time. And I'm sorry I don't have time. As well as even if I do have time, I always put my family first and all that. So like I'm just not good at this. You know what I mean? I'm not meant for it. But I do it because, I like it. I like socializing with y'all. Also like you know, telling people what I like, and I'm good at talking. I'm good at that. You know, but just sometimes you're like, damn, man, I don't got no time, and it doesn't even have, like a purpose, or is it just a waste of time? You know what I mean? Because I'm just super busy right now. You know, uh, did I make picture for the new Wonder flavors, or I got, I gotta make new Wonder flavors and new TPA. Motherfucker. Alright, that's fine. That's not the right one. What did I use? Ah, I mean that's what I've been using it. Um, I've been using it in a pod mostly, and it's fine. Oh yeah, I love Canva. I got a free month for now, so I've been taking advantage of it. But I just even without the premium or whatever it is, I love it just for it's easy to kind of create your own unique style on there. Yeah, Devi. I hope I'm saying that right. Devi. A lot of those like dessert flavors can be very prominent or a little strong, as well as I think TPA apple strudel sucks. I think it sucks. If I remember correctly. SSA is decent, and there's some other strudel that I can't remember that's decent. What do I do to make a TMA recipe on it? Is there any stipulations? So fun. You just go to the Facebook for all the rules, my friend, and they should be there somewhere, or they gotta make rules. Uh, Essentially they pick a color. So like, I can't find a picture. It's all the way down here. Oh no, I pinned it, didn't I? Um, I could just yeah. So you look at this picture and you convey this picture into an e-liquid the best way possible. They did Captain Crunch with berries. You can do whatever you want, essentially, but you're aiming to mimic some or to interpret the picture into uh, a vape reality. That's it. So this is TMA's, and I don't know why my projects. Does it have like a certain amount of projects? Okay, here it is. All right. Uh-huh. Did this save? Okay, we'll save again, bro. Save again. Okay. All right. Delete you, and then come over to you. New Wonder flavors. What an alien goes to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but it's called Wonder Flavors Fat Flavor Factory. Uh, Green alien. There's no way this is gonna go the way I want it to go in my head, but we're gonna do it. What was Sam's eye? Later plot. not about inspiration. It's a challenge. And it doesn't even matter, Vinny. You wouldn't do it anyway. These are almost perfect, but you just made a green, realistic alien. Okay? I don't want none of this. Why does it always give me Toy Story? Like, why? I don't even know if that's legal. Decent. Wonder Flavors Flavor Factory. I can't believe it typed it out. Oh yeah. Hey, Devin the Dude is your Devin Dude is your what the Devin the Dude is your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Why is his head backwards? He's walking forward. You're walking the wrong way. Got a plane hovering. Heli hover. What you mean the pics I'm showing you give you inspiration? Where every bite is an adventure. I hope where every bite is an adventure. That's not okay. Good. One of these will work. Boom. I can't lie. That's pretty sick. Just in general, the idea. I'm proud of myself. Sometimes. This is all I do good is I create fucking images with AI well. That's all I do good, you know? Huh? Alright. Upload. So we got that. And then I need the TPA. And then that's good. Oh man, I wish I could figure out how to do this all the time. Like, can I lock it? Can I lock it forward? That's dope. What's the one? Oh, unlock. Let's change the color. What? Black, blue, light blue. Yeah, that's sick. Alright, good. Alright, save that one. No. There we go. And then I think for like TPA, it should be like a dusty book because it's been so long. You know what I mean? Could be like that. I mean, they can. Just give me time and let me. The problem is the problem with what we did is it's like I just picked the colors. There needs to be like a guideline, like nature, food, uh, theme parks, fictional characters, something like that. You know. But I'll make it better. That's why I've been like waiting to get the colors because I'm gonna actually take a while to pick a good picture and try to think of a better idea and premise. And I think I'm not gonna incorporate the monkeys. Maybe I don't know. You guys tell me the guidelines and basically like what I need to do. No, whisk. I want whisk. Oh, and a green alien dust off a book that's dust off a book that says no, fuck you. It says new TPA flavors open in 2025. Oh, if this works, that would be so funny. Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys tell me what to do, and I'll do it. But if you guys chokehold me, that's on y'all. That's on y'all. Well, this is too literal. Come on, buddy, work with me. This is gonna be good. I mean, it's y'all show, and it's whatever you guys tell me to. But if you want me to put my own spin on it, I'm more than welcome to. Alien finds an old, dusty book. Oh, they are? I watched the replay. I just watched the Packers now and then kind of watch replays. Where did I say Yoda? Adult, an adult. Um, that's the thing though, Linda, is both of you have to come to a common agreement, regardless of what it is. If it's 50-50, that's not correct. You guys need to be 100%. So just tell them no on what part, and you guys need to argue until you get it right. Hey, someone race. There we go. That looks good. Boom. We got it. And they're racing. Well, I got long nails, I guess. There we go. Alright, y'all. Alright, so that's that. If you like what you seen, besides the dumb shit, please Patreon me. Please give me money. Uh, helps to, you know, pay for the TPA and shit like that. Only $5 a month. You can do it a couple months and cancel. A lot of people do that. I don't mind. Anytime you do it, I appreciate it. I'm not begging you to. I just love it that you guys would support me that way. Uh, uh, but yeah, if you do, you do. You don't, you don't. Regardless, like the video, share it, thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell, watch my friends. That would mean a lot to me. Uh, they'll be doing the final episode of this picture, and then they'll start on a new picture. And I'll do Wonder Flavors and um, TPA in a couple weeks. Well, Wonder Flavors I'll do in a couple weeks, and then TPA I'll do uh, whenever I get it, minus a week. That helicopter's hovering, and I'm about to go eavesdrop with the scanner and figure out what's going on. Because I bet you that boy ran, and that helicopter's going after him. But anyways, yeah. So TMA will be doing that. Don't forget to do the ELR post. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Devin, for joining. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can join my friends on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern time. BCF does currently, or did currently this morning, have the new TPA. Right now, it looks like they still have it in stock. Don't worry, I'll share it. If you're watching the replay, where did it go? Where did it go? Whoopsie. There you go. You should be able to see it. I don't think they have the Wonder Flavorah in stock. Flavorah is out of stock. Wonder Flavors regular is out of stock, and Wonder Flavors Naturals is out of stock. So the only one right now is TPA. Go support them. Like I said, I mean, it's all these flavors. I'm not going to commit to a time. I'm going to put them up on the schedule. It seems that, Thursdays at night work better, or Monday at 12. But then Monday comes and sometimes I'm just like, bro, I got so much shit to do. So we'll see. We'll see. But I will have the new Wonder Flavors and the new TPA as soon as possible. I won't commit to anything. Maybe next week we'll do the pod recipes if I can't come up with anything. Well, not come up with anything if I can't speed it up. But anyways, that's it. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you. It was a pretty busy stream, so thanks for watching, y'all. You Patreon's always up there. Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern time for TMA2. Always check out my friends, please. Don't forget free stuff. ELR, Huckleberry. What about the new knobs? The new knob. What do you? I can't. Damn it. There's 25 new knobs, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can afford that anytime soon. Which sucks, but TPA I was able to get from BCF fairly easy, and I used my Patreon for it. I don't know about 25 of those flavors though. We'll see. But anyways, see you later, folks. Have a good night. Enjoy your evening. Stay safe. Adios, amigo.
For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control
All that you need.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and
Aye.
wonder which reaches from the inner mind to
Whoa. Whoa. You're in my mind, man. There's a whole bunch of food in there. Look at the boobs. Food boob, food boob, food boob. That's all I see. Michelle, what? Where you been, Michelle? Where you been, Michelle? The stream's over. Everyone left. You're actually the only person here. I think, and one other person. Well, thanks for joining anyways, Michelle. No, it's not. I don't think so. Gordita, donde? Well, anyways, good night. Michelle, the mango's good. You don't like cold, so the mango's good. Fresh watermelon is 60% watermelon, 40% honeydew. Red grapefruit, good. Very kind of muted, so you gotta turn it up a little bit. Everything cold, so cucumber you wouldn't like, the menthols you wouldn't like. Fruit fusion is cold, you wouldn't like. Huckleberry, you need huckleberry. Get the huckleberry. You'll love the huckleberry. It will be perfect for some of your desserts. It's more on the natural side, but you could definitely, you would love it. You could definitely turn it into bakery desserts. I know you. So that would probably be the only one that you should get off the top of my head. Let me just double check before you leave. Two other people like, why is he still going? Honestly, like, that's the only one that would be perfect for you. The other ones are going to be cold or tobacco. Lemon lime soda was good. It's missing the soda aspect, but the lemon lime in it is delicious. Mango tang is one of the best mangoes. Rainbow sherbet's okay, but it's kind of the same kind of problem with the red grapefruit. It's kind of minuscule. And that's it. So get the huckleberry for sure. But anyways, good night, y'all. You're gonna make a killer recipe with the huckleberry. I guarantee it. I just know you. Good night. Bye. Let's go to the beach. There we go. Let's go to the beach, guys. Bye.